Okay, welcome to video number 6 in the series. So as you can see, this mouse is going up to the manufacturer's trap, and you can see how weary it is about approaching it, and the bait is there right on the front like I did with the first trap. But you can see that somehow in that video the mouse just was suspicious about it, and now it's come again, and this time it just completely ignores the trap like it's not really interested. And even though there is bait in there and food that it can eat, you can see how it ignored it. So now this is my trap setup, and you can see the difference here where the mouse just comes up to it, just blunders underneath it with it, doesn't even care about the fact it's above it, sniffs around on the floor a bit, and then goes towards the end, and then it looks as if you can detect that the bait is there, and you notice and captured. So notice how easily the mouse walked into that trap, and you notice there was no hesitation. And this is actually the reason why I call this mouse Danger Mouse, because compared to all the other mice, it didn't even seem to be at all concerned about any danger. And even though I'd just gone to sleep, and obviously it wasn't out while I was there, but the minute I went away, the mouse just seemed to come out and just blunder, on the floor. And you notice he didn't even bother trying to sniff anything. So it's interesting to see that some mice seem to behave differently in like similar situations. And so we can see that this mouse, another thing I noticed is this mouse just doesn't seem as determined as the others, because it's making like a cursory attempt to get out of the trap. But no, so he just has a quick dig and, but then sort of gives up and is mostly just looking around. And you'll even see in some of the later videos that there's other mice are way more determined than this one to actually get out. So the only thing I'll give this mouse is at least it's, walking around a little bit, trying. And there's even parts of the video that I cut out where the mouse just sits around a bit like the depressed mouse. But it just seems as if this particular mouse, it's almost like there's something different about it, where it's not as, I don't know how you'd say it, not as angry, but not as determined. But obviously, since it's trapped, it has to like make some sort of attempt to get out. So I suppose this is its, sort of minimal attempts at least trying to sort of force its way under the edge. But like you saw, as with the other mice before, it's not really concerned about walking under the trap. And that's the one good thing I've noticed about this particular one. The way that I've set things up. Alright, so now I'm just going to go to show how I managed to get it get it out of this particular trap. So basically this is the trap, and there's the mouse sitting in it. And yeah, so basically what I'm doing is I'm now getting the preparations, so I have to get it into position so that I can actually put the board underneath it. So I just have to move it around a bit, but as you can see still, this mouse is relatively sedate. Obviously it's still making some sort of, make some minor attempts at being active. Right, so now here's where I have to move it across. So I'm just getting it in position to so you're getting in position onto the board now, so just sliding it across. And admittedly, the way I've done it here is I still I'm using the dustbin, so I'm still doing things in the sort of dangerous way where I'm actually having to lift it up and then trying to empty the mouse into the bin. Alright, so there's the bait. Cardboard's got a bit stuck, so I just had to lift it a bit. Yeah, there I got it over. And so that's the mouse in the trap basically. So now here it is in the inside the bin. So I thought I'd drop some bait down for it. Well, not bait, but food. So this was from that bait cardboard, so that it has something to eat, because I'm going to leave it there sort of overnight. And I noticed that mice usually will get through the night okay as long as you give them something to eat. So now we'll go to the next morning. Okay, so finally there is there is Danger Mouse. As you can see, I put that load of food in yesterday and it's eating it up. So, and you look at the amount of droppings it's put out, it obviously processed that food nice and good. So it looks like Danger Mouse is ready for his expedition to the wild. Okay, so let's get him going. Here we are at the back of the park again, and so now it's time for Danger Mouse to get the release. So let's see if Danger Mouse, sorry, yeah, it's Danger Mouse. So many of them, I keep getting the names wrong. So let's get Danger Mouse lined up, see if he's ready to go. mouse is gone, so that's that. And I'd also like to acknowledge my God as being the one who's given me the skill to be able to configure and set up these traps so that they can be used successfully.